All right, everybody, welcome to week 8 weekly recap. Special week here as we are joined by not one guest, but two guests, Austey, Buckingham, and Trevor Lenear, who just played each other. So this is going to be quite fun for me and one of them. The other one probably not as much. How you guys doing?
We're good. We're good. It's another week.
Not good. Not good. Not well.
Well, as you both know, we're going to do your game last, but we're going to jump in real quick here into the weekly recaps. Up first, we have Jameson Time beating Team Barrett Peanut 135-125. A Monday night performance from Nick Chubb was the nail in the coffin for this tough matchup. These two back and forth all weekend, along with Nick Chubb. Big performances from Jalen Waddle and Dalvin Cook led the way for this squad. Jameson Time is currently the only undefeated team in the league at 8-0 and look to keep that rolling into the weeks to come. On the other side, Team Barrett Peanut was finally able to get a big game from their franchise guy, Alvin Kamara. But that unfortunately was not enough in this one. Stephon Diggs continues to remain steady for this ball club. The question moving forward for this team is still at quarterback. Has Justin Fields played his way into a starting role with this team, or they continue to ride with the old man Tom? And we were unable to get a quote from either of these two team owners. Either one of you have anything to say about this one?
I was cheering hard for Nick Chubb not to do anything on Monday night. I tell you what, cheering hard.
Oh, yeah. We all were. Especially, so I was looking at it and I was like, with how many I scored this week, I was like, I'm going to be scoring team in the league. If Seth loses,
You would.
harder for Nick Chubb to lay a dud to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that would have moved you to first. I mean, you still got the most points though. So.
But I do still have the most points. It's all right. Seth and I played each other the last week of the regular season. So
Oh, I hope the 1 seed comes down to that.
oh, that'd be amazing. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I want the 1 seed because the 1 seed plays the 4 or 5, and there's a decent chance that it's like you two are the 4 or 5, and I don't want that.
Yeah, if you would have told me Austey had a chance to be the 4 seed after starting 1 and 5 or 1 and 4, I'd have thought you're crazy.
Yeah. It's quite the performance from Chubb.
All right, let's get into the next one here. Bad Mother Tuck. Oh,
No, go ahead.
okay. Next matchup, Bad Mother Tucker getting the dub against worse to slightly better, 97-87. This one was a total team effort from Bad Dogs, led by their star player, Lamar Jackson in this one. For this game in particular, it came down to the battle in the trenches, the flex spot. Bad Mother Tucker went with Romeo Dobbs. Is it Dobbs? Dubs? Whatever. I don't care what it is.
Anyone.
And Jerry Judy for a combined 24.5 points, while worse to slightly better went with Hunter Renfrow and Van Jefferson for a combined 0.6 points. This one hurts for worse to slightly better as they are now sitting in 7th in the playoff race, currently on the outside looking in. And these two were also unable to be reached for comment. Not surprised about Eric, though, because he's kind of keeping with that mantra that he started the year with. You guys got anything to say about this one?
I mean,
I never thought my brother would win another game, so good for him.
Yeah.
Worse to slightly better kind of laid an egg. So, I mean, I don't think anybody should be starting Russell Wilson at quarterback from here on out. You know,
Neither should the Denver
Hey.
Broncos.
If first quarters don't count, he didn't play too bad.
That's true. He got the win. That's all that matters.
We got the win. We got the
That's
win.
right.
And now all I'm hoping for, the 49ers need to lose out. And I'll be fine.
Why?
What?
Why do the 49ers need to lose out?
Because that's the first round pick we got from the Dolphins was the 49ers.
Oh, yeah, today for Joe. Yeah.
So
I don't know. They look pretty good this week.
49ers lose out. That's going to, yeah, I know. They're probably not going to lose out, but one can dream. Up next, let's talk about the real best team in our league. We have Sutton on TDs beating Just Jalen. I'm not going to say the score out of respect for Levi.
Well, 175 to 63.
Not the score. I didn't say the score, though. So it was respectful. Here we go. Going with what Trevor writes here. Well, this one was boring. Again, it was not boring. It was fun for me. Again, Levi's team continues to fight every weekend. They're just too young right now. Jalen Hurst and rookie running back Tyler Aljair were able to combine for 47 out of the team's 64. Pure dominance from Sutton on TDs in this one. A record-breaking performance, fifth best single-week score in league history. 40 from Derrick Henry, 34.6 from A.J. Brown. That would have been enough for them to take care of business in this one. Did not realize that. Wow. All right, then. My quote for this week, we put it all together, and this is what it looks like when that happens. So just hoping we can continue to do that. And we did not get a quote from Levi.
I wouldn't want to give a quote after that one either. So
You put it all together with a fill-in quarterback too. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to spend much time talking
definitely
about your
overpaid
team.
for.
So,
What? We need to spend
said we
more
don't need
time
to-
talking about my team?
we can go on to the next one.
Okay, fine. Up next, we have Kissing Cousins with the win over Phil the Thrill, 149 to 122. Career games from Tony Pollard and Deontay Foreman were the story in this one. They were able to combine for 70 points to carry Kissing Cousins into the playoff conversation. As if the price for Tony Pollard couldn't get any higher. I'm sure it did after this performance. Big days from Christian McCaffrey and Tyreek Hill were not enough for Phil the Thrill in this one, as they have now lost 3 straight games. The difference in this game was the quarterback play. Rookie quarterback Malik Willis was only able to put up 2 fantasy points. Hopefully there are brighter days ahead for this young quarterback. And in this one, we got quotes from both team owners. First, we'll do Kissing Cousins. Team owner Stephen Caldwell, our squad needed this win, and getting it against a top-ranked team was meaningful. However, we know this was a lucky strike. We can't expect this kind of performance every week. We'll remember week 8 fondly while we go back to handing you dubs every week.
Handing who dubs?
I don't know. He capitalized
I think
dubs.
I think Steven's
every part of it.
he sucks.
That could be. And and Eric's quote, if I can get the computer to do what I want it to do, so I can actually read his quote. Nope. I'm so sorry. Goodness gracious. My computer is being okay. There we go. His quote for the week. 3 losses in a row, dealing with some injuries and bye weeks hasn't been great for us, but our heads are high and still focused on winning. Shout out to Steven. Had a perfect storm to be one of the highest scoring teams on the week. Unfortunately, I was the victim of it. Every week is a learning experience, win or lose. Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel are on their bye this week, and they are also on the trade block.
Good luck.
I really thought I'd get more of a reaction out of you guys from that one.
Well,
but
I've
all
already
right.
tried trading. I've already tried trading for McCaffrey, so I'm just wishing anybody else luck that tries it.
I've also tried to trade for McCaffrey, and I mean, my offer is not that great, but
Yeah, it was mine. That's what I'm known for.
see what happens. Anything to say about this one, fellas?
It was a bold move to start a rookie, Malik Willis, over Stafford. But, upside, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably would have also started Stafford, but you never know. You never know. What if
Yeah, but
Malik
looking at the
Willis pulled
numbers,
a
even
Justin
if he
Herbert?
started Stafford, he wouldn't.
Still wouldn't have won. Yeah.
Yeah.
He scored the 5th most points on the
Uh-huh.
week, even with his quarterback scoring 2 points. So that's a positive sign.
That is a very positive side. Up next, we have Friday Night Splash losing to Tight End Factory Reincarnated 105-98. The nightmare season for Friday Night Splash continues as they fall to 2-6 on the season. The preseason hype and excitement of this squad have disappeared. Kyler Murray did everything he could to lead this team to a victory this week, but it wasn't enough. A goose egg from George Pickens was very hurtful in this one. As for Tight End Factory, the return of Dak Prescott has lifted the spirits of this team. Him and DeAndre Hopkins were able to carry the load for Tight End Factory in this one. Tight End Factory looks to go for the Smith brothers sweep as they take on Phil the Thrill next week. And this is what Friday Night Splash team owner Ben Smith had to say. Wow, we almost scored 100.
That's hilarious.
And no comment from Corey. So,
Yeah, I mean, they come close to scoring 100, and George Pickens has 0. That's tough.
yeah.
I will say to Ben, if Jamal Williams has been outscoring DeAndre Swift all year consistently. If you want to trade me DeAndre Swift for Jamal Williams straight up, I'm willing to do that. Off of Steven's theory of overall fantasy points.
You make a good point.
Nice one. Like it. All right. And now to the game that you two, I'm sure, have been wanting to talk about. Well, one of you, at least. We have Modelo's Most Wanted getting upset. I don't know. Is it an upset?
No, it was
No, not
an
upset.
I was projected to lose the whole weekend.
Just getting beat by Skull Purple Nurples, 120-109. Modelo's Most Wanted have this one in the bag until the 6-minute mark in the fourth quarter of the Monday Night Football game. Joe Burrow and T. Higgins were able to put this one away for Skull Austey. I'm done saying your names, just Austey. DJ Moore was the catalyst in this one as he put up 25 for Austey. Modelo's Most Wanted failed to separate themselves in this one as they continue to struggle to find a lineup that is capable of putting it all together for them. The story for this team this season has been the struggles of Jonathan Taylor, and this season who was acquired in the offseason, a move that the franchise might be regretting. Since you typed this, does that mean you are regretting it?
Yes, I am. I'd much rather have Saquon Barkley and all those picks. So
I would also much rather have Saquon and all those picks. So thank you. Who wants to give their quote first? I don't.
Okay, I'll go first. We'll go. I don't even remember what I typed in there, but this one's just off the cusp. Pretty much very similar, We're a team that's just stuck in the middle right now. We're not one of the top teams in the league, but we also don't suck, so that's good. But our motto's been the same all season: just get to the playoffs, and anything can happen. This franchise won their first title as a 6th seed, so hey, we just got to get there.
It's true.
Going into the week, I kind of had a lot of optimism with the Chase news and Devontae Adams being questionable and then not doing anything at all.
He might as well have been out.
He might as well have been out, yeah. But then, going to Monday night, I was a little still hopeful, and then Joe Burrow threw that pick, and then he fumbled a little bit later on and had 0.5 or 1 point going into the middle of the third quarter. And it was getting kind of late. I go to bed early anyways, and I was very upset. I know I texted both of you. Went to bed and woke up to a W. So that's why we are repping the Bengals today. My mood today when I woke up was a lot better than it would have been if I would not have pulled out this W. So, but as Trevor said, I am now 4-4, and I feel like I'm kind of gaining some ground a little bit in the W column. But you get to the playoffs and anything can happen. So I'm excited to finally put together some W's, and it's got to keep this thing rolling.
Well said. Well said by both of you. That's all we have for the recap. There were no trades this week, right?
Yeah. Hopefully our
None.
trade deadline's as busy as the NFL's.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be
For
pretty
real.
awesome.
If anyone has any first they want to send me, you just let me know.
There was one trade this week, and that was involved you getting Mariota.
I forgot about this.
So no trades this week. Got it.
Rondale Moore had 92 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah. You know what's some bullshit? That everybody I've traded away this year, as soon as I traded them away, they start playing well. Like George Kittle had 4 fantasy points combined on the season. The week I trade him away, he has 9. And now he's all of a sudden a top 15 fantasy tight end. I'm like, fucking.
Well, tight end sucks,
Upsetting.
so that means nothing. So
Whatever. All right. Let's move on to I still haven't come up with a name for this. The question time with, I don't know. The weekly questions.
Questions with the commish.
Questions with the commish. That doesn't roll off the tongue.
Okay, it's better than what you
We'll
said.
figure
So
it. Well, you're right. It is. Since today's November 1st, really tough to do a recap on a Monday for a fantasy football league, which would have been Halloween. So we're going to do a Halloween themed question time. The first question, start one, trade one, cut one. Michael Myers, Pennywise, Freddy Krueger. Who wants to go first?
I'll lead her off.
I can take it. Oh, nope, you got it. You're winner on the week. You go first on all of these.
I'm going to start Pennywise. Yeah. I mean, the thing can shift in anything it wants to. How scary is that? And really, there's no
That's
weakness.
valid.
You can't kill it.
Dalton hates scary movies, so he wouldn't know.
I have no idea. I didn't know he could do that.
Yeah. And I'm going to bench or trade. Sorry, I'm going to trade Michael Myers. Because I also don't really know of a weakness of his. I'm going to cut Freddy Krueger. Because after a little bit of research, I also am not too super keen on scary movie characters and all that stuff. But the dude is apparently scared of fire. So if he's in your dream or whatever, and there's some fire in your dream or whatever, he's gonna go away. So that's my keep trade cut.
Mine's a little different. I got Michael Myers is my trade as well. I think he's got the largest trade value. The dude can do anything. I mean, he literally can walk at the speed of Usain Bolt,
Dude, you're getting Saquon and 3 firsts for Michael Myers.
Deal. I'll add him to my roster. I'm actually going to cut Pennywise. I don't mess with clowns, so that's just my thing. And then we're starting Freddy Krueger. I don't know. That's just how it feels.
Wow.
That's what we're rolling with.
Totally different.
All right. I am actually kind of surprised neither one of you started Michael Myers, but again, I
The
don't.
biggest value. You got to trade value at the highest.
That's true.
Right?
That's true. But I mean, if you're win now,
I guess.
all right. Next question, kind of. It's not really a question. From your fantasy football team in Modelo time, no other fantasy teams. Make a horror movie lineup, including a main character or hero. I don't know. The main character is not always the hero, right? I don't know.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
A villain, the first to die, and if there's other characters you want to include, you can. I didn't know what other characters to put in there. So, Austey.
Okay. I thought a little bit about this one. My hero is going to be my quarterback, Joe Burrow. If he can save the Bengals franchise, I think he can save anybody in that movie. And then the villains, I obviously don't know these people like personally, but if I was thinking of a villain in a horror movie, I would go the scariest looking people on my team, which is probably DK Metcalf or Chase Claypool, right? That's what I'd put as the villains. And then I went first to die and last to die. First to die, just because I feel like, I don't know, Sam Darnold would be the one to jump in front of anything. And then Geno Smith, I put last to die because he would stay alive the longest.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at his career. He's still kicking. He kind of revitalized himself.
I like it.
Yeah. So mine, I actually have two heroes. I hope that's not cheating, but that's what we're rolling with.
It's kind of cheating. I asked for one, but it's fine.
If I have to choose one, I will. But I'm not. My quarterback's also my hero, Justin Herbert, obviously, right? But his sidekick, Younghoe Koo, is going to be his sidekick.
Of course.
Both heroes in this story.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Both heroes in this story. Okay, this one might surprise you though. My villain, or Halloween type thing, is Kyle Pitts, and here's why. Because he is the scariest person to put in my lineup every single week. That's why. I mean,
makes a lot of sense.
Why he is the villain. Hey, but hey,
makes a lot of sense.
We're still repping. Then, first to die. I don't even know why I still have him on my roster, honestly. But Will Fuller, he's going to be the first to go. I feel like that's just right. And then last to die, just because Austey thought of this, so I thought it was cool. I think the last to die would be Jamar Chase, because nobody's catching that man if he's able to run. So,
sure.
But not right now. He's got a bad hip.
I don't know if you saw, but I saw a thing on Twitter. I don't know that, like, if you look up Will Fuller on like the NFL player database, it has him in the retired players.
Oh,
so there's that.
Hey, that's fine. Might try to trade him before somebody sees this podcast.
Do it.
If I pull that off.
There's no way you can't get like a fourth or something for him.
Oh, for sure. I'd give you a fourth one.
All right. Make it a third and I'll send it to you right now.
All right.
What if I send you a third? What if you give me a third, but I also give you a fourth? And Will Fuller. That's if you have it with 23. Well, you can ask the next question, Tom.
All right. Using members of the Modelo Time Fantasy Football League, who do you think would be the best and worst horror movie villains?
I think the obvious villain in this league is on this chat with us. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna go with Trev as the villain of the league. Yeah. Worst villain in a horror movie. I had it myself, actually. I feel like I'm I don't know. I'm too nice. I don't know if I have it in me to be a villain. Oh, I just got a trade
No,
request.
well, I think you can be a villain based on how our matchup went this week. So
Yeah. And then after meeting Levi once and then listening to him talk, I think Levi would not make a great villain in a horror movie. He's just too nice. He's too nice.
that's great because that is also my same answer for the worst villain is Levi Swenson. The worst.
Yeah.
So I went a little differently with my who would make the best villain in a horror movie. A little different thought process here. I went with Corey Grant because nobody ever can get a hold of him or knows where he's at. So he could just get you out of nowhere. So.
That's pretty good reasoning. Who knows? He could be standing behind me for all I know. I don't know.
Yep. It is pretty dark around that corner. Watch out.
And then our final question, which is not Halloween themed. I guess it could be. We could spin it in a Halloween way. What is obviously it's Austey, you've answered this. No one's seen your answer for this because I suck and still haven't uploaded it. I'm gonna upload it while this one's downloading. I'm gonna upload that. And then so you can answer again if you want. I don't know. What is the worst trade offer you have received in Modelo time? So I guess we could say, to put a Halloween spin, what is the scariest trade offer? I don't know if that's the same for worst, but no.
I'm just gonna pass because it's gonna be sent out here in a little while. So I'm gonna duplicate my answers, and I don't remember my answers. So yeah.
All right, Trev.
I tried to find the worst one, but there's not. Like, I would see a really bad one and then realize I sent it. So it's like, I mean, so I did my best to find the worst one, but I mean, I've gotten my fair share of worst ones. Just the most recently one, I mean, less than 12 hours ago, but Tony Pollard for 23 first. I mean, I get it. Pollard had a great day, but he's not worth a top 4 rookie pick. So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
What 23 first was? It was Corey's?
Yes, for Corey Graham's 23 first that I own.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was like for your 23 first.
I
still thought it was
own
like a
my
little ridiculous.
No, I do not own my 23 first.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, I've sent more bad ones than anybody else. So I expect to get bad ones in return. So.
Like I say every week, none of us have, geez, I started that awful. We all send terrible trades.
Yes, we do.
Like every single one of us have sent a terrible trade at least 10 times out of it.
Oh, 100%.
For some of us,
I've sent 10. I've sent 10 in the last week.
I was say for some of us, it's probably been many, many more than that. But
yeah. But you know what I wish? I just wish people had the dignity to just hit decline. I mean, that's all you need. Don't let it sit there and me start getting hope that you're thinking about it, you know? Because I know people check their phones.
I'm guilty of that a little bit, so I will.
Well, you also work 20 hours a day, so I get it.
Not quite.
all right, I
hit decline on
holy shit!
Now.
I thought you just took a shot. I was like, oh.
Wow. That would have been wild. Are we all about to do shots right now? We should have joked. We should have prepped that, guys.
Yeah. If we're gonna do a shot, we do it at the beginning, not the end.
You're right.
Maybe that should be a requirement to be a guest on the show. You have to do a shot as we're recording. First thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
All right, fellas. Thank you so much for being a part of this week. I don't think I have
Thanks for
anything
having me.
else. Austey, I'm sorry I haven't uploaded last week's, but you get to be on it 2 weeks in a row, so
Making history.
you don't get to complain. You don't get to complain that I didn't upload last week's. So, all right, everyone watching this, have a shitty week, and we'll see you next time.
I hope you do too, Dalton, and lose this weekend.
Thank you. Okay, that's just hurtful.